Good morning, I'm Tarik B Sugarmon, and this is my Elmwood. I'm standing next to the stone of my grandfather and grandmother, the late Russell B Sugarmon Sr. and Leslie Sugarmon, the parents of my father, the late Judge Russell B Sugarmon Jr. And as I reflect upon my father's life, it starts really with his parents and what they brought him through. My father, the late Judge Russell B Sugarmon, was born here in Memphis, but his parents brought him here from Gunnison, Mississippi. The conditions in Gunnison at the time were not really conducive for African-American families, so they wanted him to be raised in a nurturing environment. They brought him here to 780 Walker Avenue, the corner of Walker and McDowell, to raise their family. My aunt was born in Mississippi, and my father was born here after they moved into the new house. My father attended a cooperative school with several of his friends, the late A.W. Willis Jr., who was my stepfather, who practiced with him, Benjamin Hooks, the late Benjamin Lawson Hooks, who was a preacher, a lawyer, and an activist, and also president of NAACP. There were countless families that are here in Elmwood who were very instrumental in raising my father. After attending cooperative, my father went to Booker T. Washington and graduated at the age of 15. Then went to Morehouse College, where he made the honor roll but got kicked out because he had celebrated a little bit too much that night before. He came back home to Memphis, intercepted the letter so that his father wouldn't see it, and said he wanted to transfer to Rutgers. He went to Rutgers University and finished there with honors, and then decided to apply to the University of Tennessee Law School. Coming back to Memphis, he made his application, and when he went for his interview to the university, they realized that he was an African American. They told him, "We have a problem. We can't admit you as an African American student, but we can send you under an agreement we have with other states to allow you to go to another university of your choosing." So thinking about it and contemplating, they're going to pay for this, I'm going to Harvard University. So as a result of that, the state of Tennessee had to give my father a full ride to Harvard University and pay for his travel back and forth during holidays and summer vacations. As a result of that, because of segregation, he got a full ride at the state's expense. After finishing Harvard, he then went into the military and served in the Army for 3 years, and then came back to the States and attended Boston University, getting a degree in finance. Then he got together with his childhood friends, A.W. Willis, as I'd mentioned earlier, my stepfather, and Benjamin Lawson Hooks, and started the practice of Hooks, Sugarmon, and Willis, right at the Leader Federal Building on Vance Avenue, not just a short distance away from here. My father continued the practice with A.W. and Benny Hooks through the 50s into the early 60s. Then A.W. and my father got together and started the first integrated law firm under the name of Radner, Sugarmon, Henderson, Lucas, and Willis. They continued that practice in through the 80s, and later on he matriculated and went on to the bench at General Sessions Court. He always believed in involving his children, though, in the struggle, and so through the civil rights movements through the 60s, he always involved me and my sisters in the sit-ins and the marches, and the what they call Coke parties, which were really political rallies, where they served hot dogs and Coca-Cola. My father continued to keep us involved in his work, and as a result of that, I can attribute him for my interest in going into the law myself.